Today we're going to be looking at solving triangle area equations. So all of the work that we did before with solving of triangle area problems is going to come into play. So you're going to still be following those same procedures for showing your work that you practiced the day before, and you will also probably need some more doodle work. I'm going to go ahead and divide my page in case I need some doodle work. I may not on this first one, but it's always a good habit to get into. The Alamo Heights High School football team just won the state tournament and has been awarded a triangular pennant to hang on the wall in the school gymnasium. So since it's a triangular pennant, we know we're going to be using the triangular formula. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Then it says the base of the pennant is 4 feet long and it has an area of 6 square feet. What is the height of the pennant? So our next job is to substitute in the information that it gives us. So it says that the base is 4 feet, so that will substitute for the B. The area is 6 feet, so that substitutes in for the capital A, meaning area. So here we fill in the 6, area equals, my constant of 1/2 does not change. For the base, I'm going to substitute in the 4, just like always. And then the H. We have that 4 in parentheses, so that way we remember that this is multiplication that's happening there. The next thing I have to take care of is I need to simplify anything that I can. And in this case, the one thing that I can do is I can find 1/2 of 4. So on my next line, I'm going to rewrite it. My area is still 6. 1/2 of 4 is 2, and my height is H. That's the unknown. That's what we're looking for. And you can see this now becomes a problem that I know how to solve. The opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So then our height is 3. But it is all going to be in feet. So that means that my answer then is 3 feet. On formative, you will not enter the labels, but you will enter just the numbers. Let's get another possible question. A triangular bandana has an area of 72 square inches. The height of the triangle is 8 inches. Write and solve an equation to find the length of the base of the triangle. Again, we're working with triangles. I'm going to put my doodle work here in case I need it. Area equals 1/2 base times height is the formula. It tells us that the area is 72 square inches. So I substitute that in for the variable A. Then it says the height is 8 inches. So my 1/2 is going to stay the same. We don't know what the base is. That's what we're solving for. But the height is 8 inches. So instead of the variable H, I'm going to substitute in an 8. Now from here, remember we talked about how the commutative property and associative property help us here. Because this is multiplying, we know we can do this in any order, or we can group it however we choose. 72 stays the same. 1/2 of 8 is 4. So then we're left with 4b. And now I'm going to divide both sides of my equation by 4. 72 divided by 4, this might be one that you need to show some doodle work for. And that's fine if you do. And we end up with 18. So that means since all of this was in inches, the base of the triangle is 18 inches. You're doing the same thing you were doing before. You're combining these skills, your geometry skills and your algebra skills together. Now this question is a two-parter. First, we're going to find the base of the triangle, and then we've got to do something else with that information. Leah cuts congruent triangular patches with an area of 45 square centimeters from a piece of fabric. The height of the triangles is 9 centimeters. What is the base? So let's take care of that first. Area is 1/2 base times height is the formula I'm going to use. We know that the area is 45. Our constant 1/2 stays the same. The height of the triangles is 9 centimeters. So our base is here, and then this is our height. Actually, I want to change this problem. I had forgotten it. This should not be 9. This should be 18 centimeters. So the area equals 1/2 base, the height is 18. Now we're going to get to that 9. So then our area equals 1/2 of 18 is 9. So 9b. I'm going to start this completely over. Area equals 1/2 base times height. Our area is 45. 1/2. The base we're searching for, the height, is 18. That associative commutative property tells us we can find this in any order. So our 45 is going to stay the same. 1/2 of 18 is 9. So we end up with 9b. I'm going to divide both sides by 9. B stays the same. 45 divided by 9 is 5. So then we know that the base of the triangle is 5 inches. But then it asks us, so that's the first question. What is the base? Is right here. This is how many triangles can she cut from a piece of fabric with an area of 3,240 square centimeters. Well, this is our piece of fabric. And from here, she's going to cut all of these triangles out. We need to figure out how many she can cut. So we have to take the area of the fabric and divide it by the area of the triangles. So 3,240 divided by 45 is what we're going to be looking for. So this is going to require some doodle work for sure. I know that it can go in 7 times. 45 then times 7 is 315. So then we subtract and we get 9. Bring down our 0. 90 divided by 45 is 2. So then she can cut out 72 triangles.